going on Saturdays, or?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know Defend the North isn't too far.
Yeah.
But we do have this first match. As you can see, Mild going that Shulk.
Yeah, the Shulk we were talking about, ZSS. Wow. Yeah, you don't see too much of them, but like when they do show up, generally they seem to know what they're doing. All right. So a lot of Shulks right now is to keep out ZSS. You know, typical fast character versus sword character. All right, some great fairs coming out. He's trying to start these down tilts. I guess he's trying to like get the DI away, so you can either do down tilt fair or start a good 50-50 frame trap. It's kind of weird that like I'm feeling like some of these opportunities, especially when he's in speech Monado, some of these down tilts could be just dash grabs. Because like you get a forward throw off of it and then it's edge guarding.
Yeah, Shulk's got a lot of depth as a character. Sometimes even just the Monado management itself is a thing.
Yeah, knowing like,
let alone the option coverages.
Like I've seen some of the higher level Shulks use Smash Monado low percents so that they don't get hit by like standard low percent combos. And
yeah,
like,
it makes sense. Mild definitely seems, you know, well versed enough with Shulk as a character. I don't know a ton, but as you mentioned, like ZSS, very quick kind of speedy character. Debatably one of the campier characters in the game if you use her properly, to be honest.
Yeah, King Chris shows that campy ZSS is a thing.
It is. Totally a thing, man. Think about the retreat option she has. She can totally camp you. She's got a projectile.
Yeah, her Zair is still usable. Like, I think she can do Zair and up B still.
Yeah, there's stuff, but Mild going to clear out that first stock, which is pretty good, mitigating the damage before it got a little bit too much.
Yeah, I feel like he's starting to figure out like how this neutral is going, because he's starting to get a lot like more hits. Like that was a very good read on the down B, just catching up like ginormous up tilt. They made up tilt a lot better. Like it's so much faster now, and like has a better. I think it has better behind the hip hitbox. It just seems like a lot more usable than it was in Smash 4.
It seems like it. All I know is Joe's capitalizing really well on Miles' disadvantage, and that F smash has a ton of range. Holy cow!
Quite a good string he had going for him with the Buster Monado. Like he was able to really come back.
Not gonna kill yet, despite the attack, Monado.
All right, down smash, up smash. Yeah, he didn't get exactly what he wanted.
I think Joe's a little bit too high percent for that. Ooh, it was a little scary in there.
Yeah, I think Smash Monado should be off, so he should start going for shield grab and just like take him with a forward throw. Great.
Yeah, nothing special there. That's just a down smash. Kind of aware that if Joe rolls in, still gonna cover the option. If the neutral gets up, still gonna get the option.
And it might even beat out attack it up. Like it might clank or something.
Yeah, it probably would have at least clanked.
All right. So he's in a deficit right now, which like isn't something like you want to be too much, but Shulk also has Bush Monado and Smash Monado, which is like, in my opinion, the most broken combo. It's like, why can this character do like Olimar damage, but then kill easier than Olimar can?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. But it looked like towards the end there, Mild kind of getting, I don't know, obviously when you're in the heat of it, you don't really know which Monado to cover. You're sitting there kind of high percent, your opponent's at low percent. You think like, okay, can I prioritize putting on damage, maybe using the Buster Monado at a few extra percent, or do I focus on just staying alive, running away? That's like the whole dynamic of Shulk.
I was kind of noticing that Mild was letting ZSS play her game a little bit too much. Like, not only was he not stuffing out ZSS, but then he was actively engaging ZSS in such a way that like he was putting himself in advantageous spots for ZSS.
Yes, and Joe was taking full advantage of all of the advantage states he had. He converted some kind of early stocks. I mean, stock 1 was an SD, so I mean, that stinks. But the second stock he got from Mild was pretty good.
Yeah, he was definitely outkilling Mild there.
All right, so yeah, game 2 on PS2.
I feel like this is going to bode a little bit better for Mild because like, it's a much more horizontal stage. So you can start playing a little bit more defensively around the platforms, as well as just like using his movement. Because a lot of Shulk combos are more horizontal, whereas a lot of, from strings that I've seen, from, wow. Okay, yep, that's a stock deletion. That's always been in Smash. Well, actually, ever since she had flip kicks, she always had that. But like, it's always like a wonder whenever I see people just die like at 30 to that. It's like,
I looked away for a minute. I just realized Mild's down a stock.
Yeah,
what happened?
He got nair flip kicked
okay,
at like 30. Because I think he DI'd in the nair. You're supposed to DI away the nair and just like kind of hope and pray they mess up their. I guess maybe you can switch DI to make it harder for them. But like a nair at 30 at ledge is really hard to survive because like that's when it's the easiest to hit the flip kick.
And Joe's just doing a really good job kind of just catching Mild and all of Shulk's lag that he has.
Yeah, he's also catching up the startup because like Shulk has like essentially no lag. I don't think he has that much lag landing.
Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
But like he has a lot of startup.
Lag. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the big swings of sword in this game looking a little bit out of hand, really.
Yeah, every time like Mild goes for back here, he's getting like heavily punished. Like I was seeing Joe was using a lot of Zeros to catch out the bear cross-ups. Oh, all right. Nice use of the down air to poke through ledge. Yeah, I saw, I think, Nico or someone talking about that, like, trying to use dare through platform. Because even if you don't get the spike hitbox, it has such a good sour spot and sends away, which is what Shulk wants because he just run off air. He's kind of getting comboed, though. He's really starting mixing up his options. Ooh. Just doesn't get the ledge snap, and Joe hard reads that and hits him with a flip kick.
Yeah, ZSS has a ton of options. Like, if you're not going to snap ledge, she could hit you in a lot of different ways.
She has, like, down smash at ledge, S smash,